Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this particular video, let us discuss about the remedial and mitigation measures in order to avoid the cybercrime. So what and all the measures or what and all the strategies that you can adopt in your organization so that you can get rid of these particular cyber crimes. So the first one is raise awareness and education. So you have to train your employees, you have to train your users of computer systems such a way that they should be very much what do you say, they should be carefully handle all the links, all the mails, and they should be carefully look into websites while downloading certain files. So when they're careful about all these things, so there are less chances for them to get attacked by the cyber attacks. So first, raising the awareness and education is very important. So they should be aware of how to use or how to uh, download any files or data required, or how to actually view the links and view the mails. First one is that. The next one is implement strong password policies. So usually many people will give very safe and very what do you say, like very easy passwords which can be hacked very easily. So you have to use a strong password so that even if hackers try to hack the password or try to look into the possible combinations, you should be facing certain difficulties. So when you keep a strong password which is a mixture of alphabets, numericals as well as special characters, it will be very difficult to guess the passwords. And it is very advisable that you keep two-factor authentication so that it will add more security for your documents when two-factor authentication is there. Third one is regular software updates. You have to keep on updating your softwares so that the new security patches will be installed. So when you have the latest version, even the latest security measures will be taken care. Next, network security measures. So you should even deploy the firewalls should be there, and you can use the antivirus softwares to protect against the viruses or any other cyber threats. So we have to take certain network security measures. Next, incident response planning. So what happens if any incident occurs or any cyber attack happens? So your employee should know what to do, how to report that incident, or where he has to take that particular problem. So he should be knowing all those things. Only when if they know, no, so once the attack is happened, immediately they can respond to that particular problems. So this is what the incident response planning. Next is establish a computer emergency response team. So when there is computer emergency response team in your organization, so immediately if any cyber attacks or cybercrime is found, then immediately the computer emergency response team will know how to handle it so that there'll be less effect of this particular cyber crimes. If there is no such team in the organization, so it will the harm or the effect will be more. So it is very safe, or it is advisable for anyone to establish such kind of teams. Next is backup and recovery. So do the frequent backup of your data so that even if the data is lost, you can retrieve the data from that backup. So if someone's charge or demand for a ransom, so you can just ignore that because you have a data backup. Next is encrypt sensitive data. So if there is any highly confidential data or sensitive data, it is better that you do the encryption so that even if some other person hacks that, they want a decryption key in order to read that data. So try to encrypt the data so that it will be easy for you to have the secured data. Next is secure mobile devices. Use the security methods like keeping the like phone password, app passwords. So if you do all these things, your mobile phones will be again secured. Next is employee training. Give the proper training to your employees so that they do also adopt the best of the best practices so that they'll be conscious while working on the computer system. Next is collaborate with law enforcement. So there are many law enforcement agencies. So you can have a tie-up with them so that if any cyber crimes or cyber attacks happen, they'll immediately do the investigation, and they do even suggest the preventive measures for that. Legal framework and regulations. So you just implement legal regulations in your organizations so that the data protection can be ensured in the organization. Have proper regulations, proper norms and code of conduct in case of handling the data. Next is public-private partnerships. So if you are in the private enterprises, there are many government agencies which will help you to mitigate, prevent these cyber crimes and cyber attacks. So just have a tie-up with all those government agencies so that you can easily avoid the cyber crimes and cyber threats. Next is international corporation. There are even great international cybersecurity organizations. So even those organizations will help you to really overcome this cyber crime and cyber threats. So you can go with that also. Next is continuous monitoring. So what is this continuous monitoring? Means you should frequently check all your networks, all your systems, and what are and the activities of your employees, so that you can take the preventive measures. And if any no, abnormal or suspicious detection if you found, then you can immediately react to that. So the continuous monitoring helps you to prevent the cybercrime. Next, vendor security assessment. Suppose you have a tie-up with a third party, and third party will his website will be collaborated with your website. So before collaboration, just check whether the third party vendor website is secured. Only then have an integration of that. So you have to be very careful while dealing with the third party vendors. So be careful in that particular thing. Next is create a cyber security culture. So create such an environment that where all your employees are responsible with handling the digital records, digital data, and working in the cyberspace. They should be very much careful while working in the cyberspace so that it'll be very much responsible, and they may create a secured cyberspace environment. The last one is regular audits and assessment. So you should do the regular audit so that you can even verify the risk assessments, and you can find out if any small vulnerabilities are there in your computer systems or in any of the networks. If such thing is there, you can immediately address to all those things. So doing of regular audit and assessments is must for the organization in order to prevent the cyber crimes. Thank you for watching the video. In my next video, I'll come back with some more concepts related to this chapter.